Hey here, besties, and today I'm going to give you a very detailed video on how to wash your wigs yourself at home. So I'm going to take the wig and first turn it upside down, but before we start brushing it out with a detangler brush, you want to pull any hairs that might be tangled around the combs free first. After untangling any hairs around the combs, I then pulled out a few extra bobby pins and I'm going to begin to brush the unit out. And you want to start from the end. And I'm using a detangling brush, and then I turn it upside down right and repeat the process. Once I get finished brushing it out with the detangler, I take a smaller brush, that's a dumping brush. You use that brush when you're defining the curls, but I really like it before I wash wigs because, as you can see, it just knocked out an extra bobby pin that I had in there, and then to get any extra little knots that the detangling brush might have missed. And hi, if you're new here, I'm Styled by Will and I make custom wigs. So we have her all detangled. One of the things I like to do is put these duck clips in, and that will hold the placement of my part during this process. Next, you want to fill your container. You don't want to do this process in your actual sink. Get you some type of bucket or pail, and I'm adding baking soda, and if it's clumped, make sure you break it up. And you only need baking soda if you're trying to remove like heavy smells like perfume, cigarette smoke. If you don't have that in your wig, you don't really need the baking soda. Next, I'm adding a clarifying shampoo. Now, Sally's have a brand that's called the Generic. It's a really good clarifying shampoo. I was trying to use only products that you can get from your local beauty supply store, but I didn't have enough time to run out and get clarifying shampoo. So I'm using my Kendra brand. So once you add the baking soda, your clarifying shampoo, you have your clips in, you want to take, I did one side with makeup and the other side has lace tint. You just want to put a little bit of the clarifying shampoo on the lace and let it soak for about 10 minutes. Now that our soak is complete, let's begin to wash. So I'm taking more of the clarifying shampoo and just rubbing it in on the lace right now. And when you take your shampoo, you want to rub it in your hands and start to work it in through the wig. Do not forget about the inside of the wig. And I'm taking that dumping brush and just brushing the shampoo through and just massaging it and making sure I'm releasing any kinks that might have came along the way during this process. And as you can see, I'm still working my way from the top. And now let's focus on the lace. You want to go in a nice smooth circular motion. You don't want to be too rough because most of the wigs now are HD lace. Now you want to rinse the wig, rinse it from the crown down, and don't forget about the inside. And guys, I didn't say the name of the shampoo and conditioner, but it's the Pantene. You can get it basically from anywhere, but it's the moisture shampoo and conditioner. So squeeze the excess water down. So because this wig is about 5 years old, I am going to give it a little bit more shine. So I'm using the silicone and clear mix. Now, I know you guys are like, oh, no silicone, but it's perfect for your wigs. Make sure you work it through, though. Work it through really well. And I'm also taking any extra that I have in my bowl and saturating this wig with it. And as you can see, my part is still parting. Now, let's put it in a Ziploc bag and let it sit for 20 minutes. Put it in a dryer if you can. If not, just put a towel over it and, in a warmer spot so it can kind of like really work in. So now let me show you guys a setup that you need for home. So I'm just going to take a towel to protect my counters, and you want to get a mannequin stand. You can get these from Sally's. They under $15. So you want to tighten it up on your counter or your dresser. Anything with a free edge will be perfect for this. So you're just gonna tighten that up until it doesn't move anymore. And once you got it secure in place, you're gonna take your mannequin head that you can also get from Sally's, and I had to pull out some extra pins I had in there, and you want to wrap it in saran wrap. The reason why you are wrapping it in saran wrap is so you don't get all of those little pieces of foam caught up in your wig. You only have to wrap it like 1 or 2 times. And if you make wigs, this is perfect as well too. So when you're coloring your wigs, you don't stain it up too much. But yeah, after you do that, you want to just smush it in, and that's good to go. So now it's been 20 minutes. Let's get back over to our wig and rinse her out. And when rinsing your wig or any extensions, you want to make sure you rinse it really good. I typically rinse my wigs anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And why you want to do this is to release all of these products that we just put on his hair. You want it to be as lightweight and clean as possible. This will ensure your styling. Just take the few extra minutes to rinse off all of the conditioner. So once we got the wig completely rinsed, oh, and don't forget to rinse the inside. And as you can see, we got 99% of that makeup off. Makeup is really hard to release from the lace. So I highly suggest, if your skin changes tones because of the weather and how much sun you are exposed to, use a lace tint over makeup, because it's much easier to get all of the lace tint off the wig so you can change your shade. As far as the makeup, it's really difficult, and sometimes you'll find that that old makeup is still in there and it doesn't match your new shade, your new skin tone. But yeah, we still have our part. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just squeezing it. I'm not twisting the wig. And let's go over to our setup. So one of the things, if you have one of these foam heads, is that underneath it goes loose really fast. Just take that towel, put it underneath, bang that head down, and I promise you, she will not move around. So I'm going to take the wig now. You want to take that band that's in your wig, and you want to, let's release any hair that might have got caught around the comb, and slide it right underneath the chin, just like that. That will ensure the wig is not going to keep sliding off the mannequin head. And then I'm also going to take a couple pins and stick it in. Do not stick the pins in your lace. You want to stick it in the cap, anywhere on the cap, just not in your lace, and some in the back. So next I'm going to, now that we have her all secure, I'm just going to be taking some of my Love Butter. Oh my God, this stuff smells so good. It is a leave-in conditioner and a heat protector all in one. You can't beat that. Anyway, it's on my site, of course. So I'm going to take a little bit, and I'm going to do it in 2 sections. And as you can see, I start from basically the center, the inside of the hair, and I work my way down. And you want to just rub those in really good, because you guys all know the heat goes to the end of the hair, and that part gets damaged fast. So let's try to protect that a little bit more. And I will say, if you have more than 3 bundles in your wig, I would suggest that you section it off in 4 sections. You just want to make sure that you're evenly getting the product work through the wig. So now I'm just going to clean up the part. So it didn't really get messed up at all, as you can see, but a little bit towards the back. So I'm cleaning that up and making sure I cover the tracks in the back. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of the slaying lay. I think I only use like 1 or 2 pumps. You don't need a lot here. This is to help with any flyaways that you might be getting with those little short hairs that sometimes be in the closure and frontal. So I'm about to show you a trick that will make your wig super, super flat if you one of those people that like a very flat wig, and you don't have to go in with the hot comb, use extra heat from the hot comb. Just take a piece of cloth, a paper towel. I take paper towels or sometimes those head wraps, and you're just going to secure it in place with some pins. And this will, while the wig is drying, it will come out, I'm telling you, super flat. So after I finish pin, and don't pin in the lace, you only want to pin in the cap. So I'm gonna put her in the dryer. If you don't have a dryer, do this the night before. She should dry completely overnight. And as you can see, this is the finished product, super lightweight and clean. I will show you how to style her in the next video. But if you like my content, please don't forget to hit the like and the follow button. But thanks, guys.